Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the online version of Introduction to Psychology. So this is Psychology 2010, Section 1. And my name is Dr. Marianne Taylor. My office is in 410I Brackett. But during the summer, you can reach me through email at taylorm, Taylorm, as in Mary, at clemson.edu. I know for some of you this is the first online course that you've taken, and I've structured the course to try to help you become really comfortable with it. And so to begin with, the office hours, I'm going to check my email 9 to 10 each morning, Monday through Friday, to make sure that if you have any questions or problems, I can get right back to you. And during testing periods, I check it even more often. There is a text that is required, and it's Myers and DeWall, the 10th edition of Exploring Psychology. Please do buy the text. If you try to wing it by using Wikipedia or some online information, you're not going to perform as well on the tests because that information is just kind of general and unreliable. So a course requirement is the purchase of Myers and DeWall, Exploring Psychology 10th edition. It's available through Clemson's bookstore and I'm sure other sources as well. A very, very important point is your grade is based on your written work. All of the tests are open book, open note, and in return for that consideration, I expect it to be your own work. So if I ever find anything that you've just cut and pasted, and I'll check this through Turnitin, I'll give you an F on the assignment because I take plagiarism very seriously. And I know, quite frankly, that does not apply to most of you, but I want to make it very clear. Every piece of work should be in your own words. I feel very strongly about that, so make sure you do that, and that means you need to buy that text. So, in terms of the course, this is asynchronous, which just means that there's no point in the course where you have to be at your computer at a certain time of the day. In fact, even for the exams, I'll give you at least 2 days for open note, open book, but there is a firm deadline on the test, and you do need to get the test turned in within the deadline, but I give you a generous amount of time to complete the test. One of the reasons I offer this online is I realize lots of you may be teaching or may have busy lives, and so hopefully the flexibility in the course will help you enjoy psychology without the constraints of class time. This is a survey course, which means it's going to look at a lot of different areas of psychology, including biology, learning, and other areas. Just the troubleshooting. Please read this carefully. Purchase the book. You need to have access to Canvas. That's where everything is posted. There are 2 versions of every single lecture, so there's going to be like a printed version and an audio version. The printed, which just means it's all on PowerPoint, it's really detailed, I call the pure PowerPoint version, and it's the one that's near the top of each module. And then the audio version is underneath that. It has less text, but I talk during the presentation or lecture, so it's something that you can download onto your iPhone and just listen to the lecture if you're pressed for time. And of course, you have access to both versions. Whenever you use the pure PowerPoint version, open the slides in full screen mode as if you're giving the presentation yourself, and then you can click on any videos and access videos that way. Most of them are on YouTube, so whether you choose the audio or non-audio version, you can always type the link to the video in your browser and it'll take you to the video. To access the audio version, there are some requirements on the last page of the syllabus, and I've posted the syllabus in 3 different places so you can just look at that, but they're pretty straightforward. And to access that audio lecture, you just click on the Camtasia file, or it's actually listed as a YouTube file that corresponds to a chapter. And I give you every single day's assignment, usually a chapter, a lecture, sometimes a module. Even if the modules have questions, you never have to turn those in. Those are just for thought. And so your grade comes from 3 tests, open book, open note. And again, you have to turn them in by the indicated due date. You lose 5 points each day after the posted deadline. You can submit them through the portals on Canvas, but if you have a problem doing that, don't hesitate to just send them through my email, which again is taylorm@clemson.edu. And again, answer in your own words. You can always turn the test in early. You just can't turn them in late. So all of the segments are kind of laid out for you, as well as the test, and the tests are equally weighted. The course schedule is very detailed, and so I ask you to please, on this opening day on Tuesday, please read the syllabus carefully. And you'll also read Chapter 1 and review some version of the lecture for that chapter. And as you can see, every single day is laid out, and when we get close to a test, I'll open access to it, and I'll give you the deadline for it. On our test days, like on Tuesday, the test is your only responsibility. And there's segment 2, same exact idea. Note that you do get Memorial Day off, which is a nice little break. There are no assignments then. And then segment 3 is the final segment. And again, everything's laid out nicely. The final exam is due by midnight on Monday, June the 4th, and I have to have everything turned in by then because I have to have my grades posted the next morning. Just general information, if you want to drop the class, you want to act pretty quickly because Wednesday, May 16th is the last day to drop without a W. Thursday, May 24th, the last day to withdraw without a final grade, and that's true for all your Maymester classes. If you want to make up for some reason, I don't get many of those in the summer because the deadlines are so liberal, but again, there's my email. And I'm always happy to help you with the assignments in any way, so please don't hesitate to contact me. I never give out points just because a student wants a higher grade, though. That's just kind of unfair to everybody else. The grades are really straightforward, so the typical A, B, C, D, and F. Academic dishonesty, I think I've made my point about plagiarism, so you want to make absolutely sure everything is in your own words and you're doing your own work. If you have a disability, I have the link for disability services in the syllabus, but please feel free to contact me if you're having problems setting things up. I will need a letter if you need an accommodation that requires something other than the time that I'm already giving you for the test, and I'm more than happy to work with you. So please let me know if there's anything I can do to support you, and I'll be glad to do so. These are just the system requirements for Camtasia. I think it looks a lot worse than it is. I will say that since I've retranslated them on YouTube, some of the memory requirements that you would have if I were using Camtasia files are a little bit less, and they should upload more quickly for you. But anyway, that's the nature of the course, guys, and I hope that you have fun, and I look forward to working with you this summer. Take care.